Hello everybody, Tom here, and today I'd like to share with you another backpacking meal. This one is called Unstuffed Peppers, and it's a variation of Teresa Black's recipe from the One Pan Wonders. I'm going to be using the GSI pot today. Alright, now if you were doing this to go on a trip, you could vacuum seal it. I've shown that on a past video, or just put it in a bag if you planned on using it that day. We're just going to be adding it straight to the pot. And first ingredient is a third cup of rice. I'm using instant minute rice, and we'll just go ahead and add that to the pot. The next ingredient is 3 tablespoons of bell pepper, and these are dried bell peppers from Harmony House. And I'll go ahead and add 3 tablespoons of that. You can bow it out because I like this recipe a lot. Two and 3. And I'm gonna have to order some more bell pepper or dry some myself. Next ingredient is a tablespoon of cilantro. I'm not going to get too fancy with it, but just put in what we think we need. Next is a tablespoon of tomato powder. And you can get all the stuff at Harmony House, all the dried ingredients anyway. Put a tablespoon of that in there. And a tablespoon of sun-dried tomatoes, and I got these at our local supermarket. Alright, what I did was I just chopped them up with a knife real quick, and those are our sun-dried tomatoes. Put those in there. Alright, the next ingredient is a tablespoon of dried mixed vegetables, and you can use whatever you want. I've got green peas and sweet corn. You could put, green beans in there or whatever you want. Just a tablespoon though. Just eyeballing a half a tablespoon corn. And a half tablespoon of peas. The next ingredient is a half a teaspoon of dried oregano. That's pretty close. And the next ingredient is a quarter teaspoon of garlic powder. And the original doesn't call for white onions, but I like white onions, so I put a quarter teaspoon of white onions in there as well. Now this is really tomatoey, so you can adjust the tomato powder for what you want. After you have this a couple of times, you'll know right off the bat whether or not you like the big tomato taste in there. But I think it tastes pretty good. And you can add some, some chili powder, or maybe even some curry or something like that. Would give it a little bit different taste. But now all we need to do is add a half a teaspoon of vegetable bouillon. Okay, so this is concentrated vegetable broth, basically bouillon, and is equal to like a cube. So we'll go ahead and put that in here as well. Alright, so we've got all of our dry ingredients put in. All we need to do is just cover it with water and then bring it to a boil and set it in our cozy for 10 to 15 minutes. Alright, so we're going to use the fancy piece stove. Get this thing lit up here. Doesn't take much. Go ahead and put our lid on there. We'll get this thing boiling. Alright, see that fancy piece stove? It's a really good match for this pot. I really like it. It won't take long to boil a cup of water. Alright, so we got our boil. We just set it on our cozy and let it rehydrate for 10 to 15 minutes. We'll be back with you in just a moment. Alright, it's been about 15 minutes or so. Go ahead and take a look here. Yeah. Looks like everything's rehydrated nicely. We'll go ahead and dish this up on a plate so you can get a better look at it. Alright, so hopefully you guys can see. It's a pretty big portion, actually. So looks very good. And it is. I usually put a little bit of pepper and probably a little bit of salt in with mine, but you guys can salt and pepper to taste. Alright, for all of you guys that were asking about unstuffed peppers, there's the recipe, and I really like it. Sometimes it'll be a little bit tomatoey, but I'm going to go ahead and give it a taste test here. Yeah, I really like it. A little bit of salt and pepper, and it's a really good dish. So there you have it, everybody. I'm going to have lunch, and you guys got a new recipe to try out. So until the next one, you guys take care out there, and we'll see you on down the trail.